managing table. Jai, 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 Mahaprabhu. Yes, great to see you. Great to see you, great to see you. How was your day, Jananivas?
Fine.
Was okay?
Your mercy.
Yes. So, Pramod, that's why he's called Pramod, the Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. Yeah, I know, but Pramod is the prefix, the sannyas prefix of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, who is the guru of Bhakti Vibhuda Bodhai Maharaj. He inherited that title. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vandeham Sigurum Siyutapada Kamalam Sigurum Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrayatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savatutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitam Scha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lagayate Girim Yatkri Padam Mahang Vadeshi Guru Dinataranam Jeho Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just for your explanation, this wood statue is Lord Chaitanya dancing in the Rasa Yatra. And it is an original piece of the Imlitala tree, Siddhapit Imlitala, which is right next here. But there was a storm and a big branch fell off, and I got this from there. So this is, and I will give you a gift for your Patna temple. Patna. For you, Gurudev, I will give you. You can bring a piece from the box.
You want the box?
Bring a piece from the box. So because when this big log fell off, huge branch, the temple president, his name was Damodar Maharaj, he looked at it, and it was raining, it was a storm, it was all over the temple, and I asked him, what are you going to do with this? And he went like, I don't know. Then I asked him, do you want me to take care of it? And then he looked at me, oh, what are you going to do? He didn't know about German efficiency. He said, yeah, you take care of it. You can't. So I ran to our temple, brought all our saws and all our things, and an hour later there was nothing left. Temple was clean. And we got so many big logs. I had some deity made from it. The deity in our Vindakunja is carved from this tree. And then we got this, we had many other. And ever since I'm giving Imlital gifts to my favorites. And this is the Imlital gift for the Bihar temple. It's from the same. You can see the black is Krishna inside, and the white or the yellow is Radharani embracing him. Because the mantra comes with this, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. And Lord Chaitanya is Radha and Krishna in one person. And this is a Siddhapit, it's called by the Gaudiya Vaishnava, the place of the mystical transformation where Radha and Krishna became Senior Lord Chaitanya, where the Madhurya Rasa of Vrindavan turned into Audarya Rasa. So this is my special gift for Bhagavad Maharaj and for the mission. Hare Krishna. And you look much better shaved up. Good. So that is, what is the strategy? You see this evening talks here. These evening talks, there's something like a think tank. Think tank for how we can serve Lord Chaitanya's mission in the best way. In a way which is not like one institution who likes to grow, which is nothing wrong with it. Every institution has to grow in order to survive all the difficulties. But here growing for us means intensifying loving relationships. That's our process, our procedure. Intensifying loving relationships beyond missionary boundaries. It's recorded here. That is the meaning of Lord Jagannath's logo here. Because in Jagannath Puri, there is not so much missionary boundaries. We all worship Lord Jagannath together. Rasayatra, everybody's there. Even the Shankarites, they're also there. Everybody goes to see Lord Jagannath. So this is our work here. Simultaneously, we are focusing on many concerns. What are the concerns of the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha? Number one, belonging of ostracized or marginalized devotees. Who is that? Who's ostracized? Who's marginalized? Well, your guru, he was just ostracized and marginalized. He's one perfect example of that from ISKCON by what happened there. Then there is the lack of belonging of non-aligned devotees. Like, for example, your guru leaves the world and there's a new guru who kind of takes charge of, and he doesn't inspire you, and he doesn't treat you well. Whatever, there's thousands of reasons maybe there, no? So you were working many years there, but now you don't feel inspiration to continue under that condition. So you become disenfranchised. You know what's a franchise? A franchise is an article which is being prepared and which is which has a certain principle. Like, for example, when you open a new ISKCON temple or any other temple, you're following the franchise system. And you are authorized by the franchise system. If you're not following, they will say, no, you cannot be ISKCON, because you are not following our franchise.
Like same system,
Huh?
Same system?
No, I'm just giving commercial examples.
Yeah.
Actually, it's beyond that. But disenfranchised means a devotee who is a devotee, but he doesn't have a temple president now. He doesn't have a temple where he's doing puja. Those who are in the temple where his guru was, they don't like him now. And he also may not like them so much. He may not agree with certain things going on there, maybe some criminal activities or whatever, no? And then you're disenfranchised. So what you do? You want to find a belonging to Mahaprabhu. How do we belong to Mahaprabhu? I can show you one poster which I made for that. If you bring me from my, no, actually it's in Bengali, and I would not be able to read the Bengali. It's like the umbrella of Lord Chaitanya. What unites us under this umbrella? Who speaks perfect Bengali here? You? But it's like you have to find it in a stack of papers like this. It's a this size color picture. It's a little thicker paper, and there's an umbrella in the middle.
What is in the left?
Yeah, you have to bring the whole stack of there on the right side there. It's interesting. So disenfranchised devotees, there's a lot. I was disenfranchised a few times. After I left ISKCON, I was disenfranchised. I was almost like what you could call an orphan. Because after Prabhupada left us, we had 6 years in Krishna consciousness, out on our own somewhere in the world. Of course, we had the lifeline, Prabhupada, no? And he was giving letters and new books into, but then there was nothing more coming. And then if we wanted to go where it came from, now there was a board and an institutional governing board, and they couldn't relate to your problems. So that's a very, very typical situation of being disenfranchised. Then I went to my sannyas guru. I took sannyas in Gaudiya Math. And when he left the world, again I was disenfranchised. That time of a different circumstance. Because he appointed one guru for his 6 temples in India at that time. But he had accepted us, Srila Bhakti Rakshida Deva Goswami Maharaj, he had accepted us with our disciples, with our temples. So his mission was already one central mission with many, many other missions around. But the new guru then, his name was Govinda Maharaj, his disciples became jealous. They didn't like it. They felt that the guru was overshadowed by others who were more prominent like that. So in this way, again I was given like the feeling, you are not welcome. So I was again ostracized, I was again disenfranchised. This is what I'm talking about. This is the umbrella of love of Mahaprabhu, called Vishva Vaishnava Rajsabha. And these are the activities which keep us together. Like sitting around this table and just discussing this, what we are just meditating upon. That is one of these activities. It is sadhu sangha beyond institutional structure. Then these are, what does it say here? Can you read it?
English?
It's too far, no?
Hindi?
No, this is Bengali. Or it's Hindi?
Hindi.
Oh, it's Hindi then.
Everything Hindi. Everybody knows.
What does it say in this line and what does it say? This is the dangers from the outside world. And the other one is the danger from the inside world. Inside the devotees. The problems we create ourselves, and these are the problems from the outside world. All these are the challenges for every individual devotee and every individual mat, like that, no? And this is what we can look at it later a little bit more detail. But so this disenfranchised situation, that is a weakening, but it also has a great advantage. Because if you compare guru-disciple relationship, if you compare that with Families, normal families, husband, father, mother, child. When the children grow up, what do? They all start their own families. That's the natural process. And in a Guru Parampara, it's very much like that. There's one thing very important to understand. Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru, they're not different. They have a great responsibility. The Shiksha Diksha Gurus, they are caring for the advancement of the new devotees. Diksha, Srila Bhakti-Rakshita Maharaj, he explained that Diksha is a kind of a way of the disciple to capture the Guru. Now you have to look after me. Now I belong to you. You cannot say I don't belong to you. You can't run away. Whereas a Shiksha Guru, he can give Shiksha, and then he says, bye-bye, I'm going to Australia. Maybe I never come back. But we love you here. Yes, but I can't be everywhere at the same time. Off he goes. And of course, a Diksha Guru also can do that, but if he has initiated somebody, he has to recognize, I have some commitment there. Therefore, from that point of view, it's actually not recommendable to have gurus who are running around the world and a few disciples here, a few disciples there, a few disciples there. Even though it's not prohibited, Vacho vegang manasa kroda vegang jiva vegang uda parashta vegang itam vegang yo vishaheta dira sarvam apimam pritivim chashishyat. Who knows the shloka? You? Upadeshamrita. Number 1. It says, if you can control the urges of tongue, belly and genitals, the mind's demand, the urge to speak, if you can control these, then you can accept disciples anywhere in the world. So this is Rupa Goswami. So what really is to be understood here is that Guru Tattva is something very beautiful, very universal. It's not a prison camp. It's the entry to the world of freedom, unlimited freedom. Just like father gives the seed into the baby, here the boy is born. Now that seed makes him capable of having children. So when he has children, he is responsible for them just like his father was responsible for him. So that principle applies in Guru Parampara also. Just like the Guru is responsible for his disciples and try to guide them towards Krishna, in the same way the disciples, they have to continue the legacy of the Guru by preaching it to others, and in this way the Krishna consciousness spreads. But sometimes brothers fight. Sometimes brothers fight? No. Always brothers fight. It's very strange, but it's true. Even brothers have no need to fight. Father gives to each one of them his share of knowledge or whatever. But for that reason that there is some friction, everybody understands, I got to take responsibility myself. I got to take it on my shoulders. Right? When you're with your Guru, you don't have that problem. Because you're just helping him. And new devotees come, you're bringing them to him. But what if he's not anymore there? Where are you going to take the new devotees now? Who do you trust that they will take, these new devotees will take care of them as good as your Guru did? You may have such a Shiksha Guru, or you may not have. Right? So, In this way, the Guru Parampara is like a big family. And that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, and that's what the history. All Guru Parampara. But, of course, there's many specific instructions. So, like for example, Sampradaya Vihinaya Mantra Stedis Phalamata. One must take the mantra from a bona fide Sampradaya, not from anybody's speculation. There should be the backing of the surrender. If the Guru has not surrendered to his Guru, how will he teach surrender? If there's no real connection to the higher, how is he going to give it to the next generation? Therefore the process is called Charanagati, Atmanivedanam. This is all these stories. So, right now in ISKCON they have a big problem or discussion, female Diksha Gurus. Oh, can a woman do it? Can they not do it? And they're discussing. And Gaudiya Mata also discussing things. But in our Sampradaya, there's many female Diksha Gurus. So actually, it's nothing to be discussed because it's already took place before. And not only they exist, but they're famous, glorified, they are top devotees. So now am I going to discuss whether a woman can be a spiritual master when there is Himalata Thakurani, Ganga Mata Goswamini, Jannavi Devi, and so many others? Am I more advanced than them? Can I speak about them being authorized or not? Or then they will say, oh, this is an exception, this is an exception. And that light not working? Anyhow, so this Guru Parampara is very beautiful and it's full of freedom, but also full of commitment and full of transcendental securities. Like if you're representing a company, let's say like Microsoft, if you do one mistake, they kick you out. If you're a good representative, they pay you a very big salary. But if you do one mistake, out. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Guru is representative of him. So if somebody starts doing something nonsense, then Krishna will say, out. Isn't it? Does it make sense? Yes. And he's the only one who knows. We may say, oh, we want to make mundane security systems by our intelligence. No, it doesn't work. The only one can know what's going on in the heart of everybody is Krishna himself. And of course we have Sadhu Sangha, Guru Shastra Sadhu Vakya, Chitete Koriya Aikya. If there's one devotee, he's preaching, but all the other people around them is no, he's preaching nonsense, he's preaching nonsense. Well, then why should you listen to somebody who's like that, disauthorized? Anyhow, so what is the WA meant for? Providing sense of belonging for disenfranchised devotees so that they can have association with each other and get the strength to make new temples, new families, like that. In this way, Krishna consciousness will surely spread. And it is spreading like wildfire. But This is something I will tell you a secret now. Not many people know that. In India, you can have as many temples as there are, nobody will complain. Everybody will be happy. More gurus, more sadhus, more temples. But outside in the Christian countries, in the atheist countries, when they see that one mission is becoming very big, very powerful, big buildings and big that, they don't want that. And they start doing any difficulties you can imagine. I was preaching in South America. Prabhupada's movement was prohibited in Brazil, prohibited in Argentina, prohibited in Chile, and prohibited in Bolivia. In 4 countries, Prabhupada's movement was officially prohibited. But we were preaching anyway. Prohibited, illegal. Devotees would go out on Harinam and distribute books. It was prohibited by law. But we were all small. Now, after so many years of work, finally we are prohibited because the dictatorships fell down. The dictators who had prohibited us, no, they went out. But if a non-Christian group becomes very powerful, financially in everything, no, they will not tolerate. They will make illegal allegations. They like to say, oh, we believe in freedom of religion. But they only say that. They don't believe that. The Christians feel, if you're not a Christian, you go to hell. The Muslims feel, if you're not a Muslim, we can kill you, there's no problem. So, and who else? There's so many other strange people in this world with strange ideas. The atheists, they do anything they want. They think there's no karma. So for the atheists, it's all about power. The only thing they care for, who has the power, who gets the money, who is in charge of the government. So, for that reason, Krishna consciousness has put the devotees not into one big mission, but into many, many, many small missions. He has put them. Even the mission I started, that also split into 2. That was painful because you always want to be together, but it was necessary. Sometimes you have to divide to survive. By dividing and going into different, like the communists, they used to do that, they called that cells. They had like consciousness cells everywhere. And the one didn't know about the other, because if one is caught, then not the whole thing goes being discovered, no? So any big centralized operation institution is very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. So Krishna, to protect his devotees, arranges that there's many little, one guru, 10 disciples, another guru, 100 disciples. They are not worried about that. They're worried when you start owning the skyscrapers in town, and when the local airline belongs to one of the Hare Krishnas, then they start getting worried. When you have the ministers in the government belonging to, like Hema Malini, she belongs to ISKCON, she says, no? So, that's great. But this is one of the reasons why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement is spreading out like this. But at the same time, there is the umbrella of love of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that umbrella of love teaches us certain things. You can translate what protects us. That's under the umbrella.
18 संगठन के माध्यम से सभी ऐतिहासिक धर्म स्थल
Translate.
in English.
Yes.
I can't.
You cannot? Who is good in Hindi?
Only myself. What do you want me to try?
What's in this?
Okay. सरल उपाय कृपा करके या मान के चलिए. The easiest thing is to imagine and believe that 18 संगठन के माध्यम से सभी ऐतिहासिक धार्मिक स्थल की रक्षा व पालन करना. 18 different organizations has to unite together in order to protect the religious places together. दूसरों के धर्म को विश्वास करके अच्छा तरह समझ करके मन में समझना होगा. We also have to understand different beliefs and different understanding and different faith of different religious beliefs. प्लास्टिक और रासायनिक प्रयोग गलत प्रचार करना होगा. सफाई करके धाम को स्वच्छ रखना होगा. The minimum use of plastic and chemical contamination in your Yamuna river and all the other civilization of Vrindavan Dham or any religious places has to be ensured. Vaishnav Granth, Pandulipi Dharm Katha समूह को रक्षा करना. Any manuals, ancient script which is written by the saints or the sages or the gods has to be protected in all ways, whichever capacity we can. Different services to the organization of 18 chapters in terms of providing seva to Dham Seva, altar seva, humanity seva, the services to the mankind, the free medical checkups, in whichever there are plenty of. ISKCON has in physical, mental, emotional, financial, spiritual, all kinds of services available. And similarly, all religious places are also doing in a similar line. आधुनिक युग से फोन के माध्यम से संपर्क में गलत न समझ को अपने आप को एक झूठ करना होगा. In this modern time, the mobile and all the other communications which is meant for connecting to people can also spread a false narrative. We have to protect ourselves from that. विश्वास से धर्म के द्वारा गुरुकुल के छात्र से मन को उद्धार व त्याग के यंत्र में दीक्षित करना होगा. We have to get ourselves established as the students and disciples to the faith what the elders and the gurus have ever established on the path of our Vaishnava, World Vaishnava Association and the seniors. The Jiva Goswamis, for example, 500 years ago, the way Jiva Goswami established and Prabhupada and everybody is a student to the Jiva Goswami and Gaudiya Sampradaya. Varshik Chaitanya Mela mein yogdan. The annual fair which is happening all across, whatever capacity you can contribute in whichever ways is appreciated. This is the World Vaishnava Raj Sabha, World Vaishnava Organization and the Jiva Goswami's Delhi registered body 1994.
Thank you. Yes, and on top are the dangers. This
You
line
want me to
says...
translate that?
No, it's too much at one time. We're a little resting. No, there's dangers. And these are the dangers we are all facing. We are all facing dangers. Life is full of dangers. Yeah, maybe you can start with the ones on the top.
What are the dangers to the World Vaishnava Association and every single person who is a devotee in the whole organization? That what are the dangers? Samaj ke television, internet and Facebook have a very domineering impression on our life as a psychological learning. So we have to be aware of how we can establish more faith and glory of Krishna and become more devotee to Krishna is important than to listen to the false narratives. Samaj ke Jeevan Yatra, the television and internet and 90% of it is promotes the new, wrong things. It's not help. So the pure and purity of the internet and television and the technology should be utilized. 90% of the televisions or newspapers are printing all negative news. So we have to protect ourselves from that first. समाज के जीवन यात्रा हमारे दिव्य चेतन को नष्ट कर रहा है. Today's people running after money and running after the glittering and showing off. We are losing our peace, harmony and happiness within ourselves. काल के प्रभाव से या बैल के ऐतिहासिक धर्म क्षेत्र का नुकसान. Today's Kali Yuga is actually destroying the historical truth which should be known to the youth, which has been destroyed in past 400 years of historical globally. वैष्णव धर्म के ऊपर मानसिक बात का प्रहार. The Vaishnavas, the real dharma of Vaishnavas is being destroyed by the sectarian or individual Diksha Guru and Shiksha Gurus. They are becoming selfish and not respecting all the others, past Acharyas, present Acharyas and the Acharyas of the other religion. They are not respecting, and which is the cause of the division, which is not actually the Vasudev Kutumbakam of Krishna. The Krishna teaches to consider the whole world as your family. But because of the today's Diksha Gurus and Shiksha Gurus have divided sectarians, which is Muslims and the Christian way of functioning.
That is your interpretation.
Well, this is what he said.
No,
Vaishnav Dharma ke pradar.
sectarian.
I said
Sectarian, that is
absolutely
a disease.
correct.
And with Diksha or
And
without
you
Diksha.
are good Diksha Guru and somebody is a bad Shiksha Guru, which is happening in our Gaudiya. And people are claiming in which is happening now.
It's sectarianism.
So this
It's
Jiva
just like-
Goswami,
it's just
Jiva
like,
Goswami
listen,
never thought
listen,
that.
Listen, Bhaiya. Listen, there's two doctors. They graduated from the same university. But one is a quack, he's not a very good doctor, and the other one is a good doctor. So just because some is not good, doesn't mean all are not good.
But it should not be done by the acharyas. Acharya must learn to respect them as a Vaishnavas, and they are dasat to the das.
Okay.
So this is how I'm talking of the acharyas, which is we had a conference
Yes.
just now. The way Shankaracharya is being abused. शास्त्रीय ग्रंथ पाठ में बाधा जैसे भगवत गीता का पाठ. And people are interpreting Bhagavad Gita in their own sweet way of understanding. They're not able to catch the crux of the Bhagavad Gita in nutshell, which is the cause of the bad influence. अलग अलग धर्म के लोग के हिंदूवाद के ऊपर उग्रवाद से आक्रमण means the different sectarians like Hinduism, Muslimism, Christian, Buddhism, Jain and all the others are also having a different attack on the Vaishnava and the learnings and teachings. समाज विरोधी द्वारा मंदिरों को नुकसान पहुंचाना. The Vidharmis or Muslims trying to destroy the temples and the altars across the globe. सरकारी गलत सिद्धांत से शास्त्री, because government wants some religious leader to be appointed as a senior appointee of the spiritual leaders. They are also disturbing the peace and harmony in the religious world. प्रगतिशील आधुनिक के प्रभाव से जन समूह में क्षति. The growing of individual ambitions is also destroying the religion in a larger swing. I finished this.
Thank you so much. Radhe Shyam.
Welcome.
And then there's more dangers which coming from
आत्मबोध दुष्प्रभाव का समूह. After realizing your own self, who you are, what you are and what you're supposed to do, मन के क्षणिता के लिए प्रेम का कमी means we are not able to grow our love towards the universal brotherhood. We are not able to adopt the nutshell of the Jiva Goswamis of global world brotherhood campaign within ourselves. साधु गुरु एवं शास्त्र के गलती से निम्न वर्ण का दास प्रथा शिक्षा के ऊपर ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण प्रदान करना. the sadhu, sannyasis, Goswamis, and the acharyas or guru have the code from the shastras to correct their own mistakes. If they do anything mistake, they said, oh, in the past this person has also done it, so you've also excuse me. We are not trying to connect ourselves with the real essence of the Krishna's kingdom. कर्म व देवताओं के प्रति सम्मान क्षेत्र में संभव व पवित्रता का अभाव. The our own karmas and our own faith and trust towards the angels flying in the sky and reducing the respect of the water, air, ether, the five elements and their segregation. Like we are not respecting rivers, we're not respecting the soil, we're polluting them, we're constantly creating some human race across globe is constantly damaging the five elements of the world. अलग अलग स्थान या तरह तरह के मत के कारण गौड़िया वैष्णवों के अंदर मतभेद. The within the Gaudiya Sampradaya, ISKCON and the all the World Vaishnava Association, all Gaudiyas have a different belief and different faith created by their Diksha and Shiksha Gurus, which is creating more differences amongst the disciples. एक साथ बैठकर किसी का समाधान न करके जरूरत से ज्यादा गलत बोलना. Instead of resolving problems and solving all the other things, but start attacking somebody and putting him down and I'm superior than others. That is constantly going on.
In other words, we are facing always challenges. That's the fact. Life is full of challenges. And when you sit together with sadhus in a loving atmosphere, then there is a possibility to solve such crisis. And this solving the crisis makes us strong. My dear Raghunath, could you be so kind and bring a little dokla for us to have prasadam after the class? Is it close by?
Yeah, he will.
Your cycle is outside or inside? Oh, so much trouble.
We can just
so much trouble
listen,
for you.
Listen, we can only open one box of our what you call gajak.
Yes, he's right.
So now.
Let's get a box of chakka. So
We save some money.
the activities of the Vishwa Vaishnava Raj Sabha is dedicated to help each other. Some devotees have small missions. Some devotees have big missions. Some devotees are grihastas. They have no mission at all. But they want to continue their spiritual life. So therefore, such an association is necessary. But you see, we have positions. If you look at the website, wva-wvrs.org, if you look, you see we have a president, we have committees, we have all these things. But this is all heart-to-heart work. It's not that, you get an institutional position. Of course, we are not fully organized yet. Like, for example, our principle is that the WVA is your own baby. Each and every Gaudiya Vaishnava should think WVA is also my baby because I belong to Jiva Goswami. And if I want to spend some money for Krishna, for my baby, I can do so. But I don't have to. We have a bank account. If somebody wants to donate, it's also possible. He's a treasurer, WVA treasurer. But basically, like our mission, the Vrinda mission, we have spent a lot of money for WVA. Some other mission also, they have given and they're spending money. But it's not that you join it and you get a control over lots of money and then it will be attractive to the negative party. Those who are only interested in the money are not interested in the coal. So therefore, in that sense, we are not registered. Yeah, we are registered, so have a legal standing before the government, but we are not functioning like a big institution. There may be a drawback, but it's also very important, because in this way we can be open with everybody. Everybody can be like this. Yesterday, this devotee came, he became a member immediately, and now we have to look if there's any seva he liked to do. And you are not acharyas, but you can still. Raghunath is not acharya, he's a treasurer of the Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsava. So anybody who wants to have like a special service for all the Vaishnavas, like somebody made this design, no? That took a long time. Computer, then printing it out, no? And we have many posters like that. You will find in different parts of our community. Outside you saw a few. They are all teaching. You know, every poster of this you can give many classes. I mean, Ramji, he just translated the titles. On each one of these titles you can give a lecture. Hey, what is there? How is happened? How is this challenging our position? So that's another thing. Then, more practical, we are also looking to lobbying politicians. For what? So that they clean the Yamuna, so that they will stop the speeding on the parikrama.
By the way,
That they will stop the noise pollution of the holy Dham.
Gurudeva,
Yes.
the KC Ghat, which was stopped by you and the Akhilesh Yadavs, that bridge, this restarted the work just now, 2 days back. They are again making the ghats. Yes, go and see.
They're making the ghat, but they're not making the bridge.
Yeah. The bridge will also come from the other side. This is happening with the
No.
Banki Behari corridor.
A bridge over the Yamuna.
Correct.
But this was a bridge, it was a half moon bridge inside the Yamuna,
Now,
bringing the Chatikar traffic to the Taj,
correct.
right in front of Keshigat.
Correct.
That's what we
There is
stopped.
something happening. I went.
Yes,
to
they are extending, good that you pointed out, they're extending the Ghat, the entrance to Yamuna, so that more people can move there, and that it is more, because it's just like the old Ghats, they're very limited.
The bridge was made with the concrete bridge. The soil, the sand is spread to that location.
Yes,
and
because they're extending the Ghat all along. This wall which you see there, this concrete wall, it does have problems, and it's already put. They put it all the way from Keshigat all the way up to Madan Mohan.
Yes.
What's the mistake of that wall? The mistake is because you're in a heavy river, so you want to create a ghat in a heavy river, so they put 6-meter concrete sheets, not concrete, metal sheets, and they push them with machine, pom, 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 and then they put the cement on top. Now what happens is, because of those metal sheets, the groundwater is not coming into Vrindavan like it used to be. So that was a mistake. They should have put the metals, but full of holes. If they would have put those metals full of holes, the water would still come in.
Destroy its strength. It won't go down. It will break off or mold if you make the holes in the metal sheet. It won't go down.
Not that the metal sheets thick like this.
They can also.
Anyhow, maybe I'm not an engineer for that, but that is what probably. But now finally they are making this extended ghats so that people can go around, and for the big amount of people which move around here, the extended ghat is necessary. But there was a big fight with the Srivatsa Goswami. Why? He wanted this road to be removed all along because he wanted the original Yamuna back on the original Ghats, which I can understand. It's a beautiful idea of his.
But now there's
But-
so many politicians
but-
and bureaucrats
but-
have
but-
encroached that land.
Yeah, it's a beautiful idea, but it won't happen. And then because he was fighting, then the whole work got stopped for 20 years. 20 years, he delayed the whole thing without the hope. Anyhow, now they're making this extended gut, and in that extended gut, they can also do piping of the black water, which hopefully they do. This is one of the things we have to work on, how the black water, they have two ways. They can pump away the black water, they can do it, or they make another circle the Keshigat with the black water to an STP in the Kumbh Mela. There's a new STP out there where Premananda Maharaj area. There's I just saw that today. So we are a little bit whistleblowers. Dr. Ram, he is a PhD in environmental science. So we are whistleblowers if we see they're not doing it nicely. But we love them. We are with them. We are whistleblowers to stop it for a good cause. We are not troublemakers. Rather, we are solution givers. Because sometimes government, they don't see certain things. And whatever. And however successful we are or we are not, it's all up to Krishna. It's up to him. Radharani, this is her own land. But we are trying. And one of the things we are trying, we're running the cleaning from here. We have some Gaudiya Matza helping with the cleaning. We are joining here. This is the office here. Also, we have so much information. You see, Jananivasi has so many of these posters to awaken people, to awaken their responsibility. Unfortunately, very few people read. They just walk by. You see, you should think so many interesting posters and interesting people. We even have a living painter there. Our Sanatan is painting. But the people, they just walk by. They look, oh, what is this? But anyhow, we have in our exhibit now 24 hours, day and night. If they steal any picture, no problem. Tomorrow we put a new one. In this way, there is something going on here. And because we have Jananivas, he's a senior Vaishnava, his guru already left this world, so that means he can also be a spiritual master. At least he's a Shiksha guru. Here he's protecting our Gaudiya tradition right in the door. And then we have Padmanabha Maharaj, who went to Lucknow today. He's helping the ISKCON University. He's working many years with ISKCON. Then we have Govinda Maharaj, who is living up there. He's also promoting WBA. So in this way, things are going on, slowly but surely. So we reached the subject of the disenfranchised devotees. Now, if we get 200 disenfranchised devotees, can you imagine how much noise we can make? We can go to all the acharyas all over, hey, let's do things, because if they accept WBA is my baby, then they can also do things. Like we are doing here, information exchange, because this is the office of the WBA, but everybody can make an office. This house belongs to Vrinda Mission, but Vrinda Mission has given this house for the sake of the World Vaishnava Association. If you go around, you look here, you don't see much Vrinda Mission promotion. Of course, everybody, like this Maharaj has disciples, he has disciples, so So in this is not a particular mission. Like an ISKCON would be an ISKCON temple, no? A Gaudiya Math would be a Gaudiya Math temple, no? But this is specifically for the service of all Vaishnavas. And I am dedicating my old age days to this. Because when you're outside, I was explaining you, when you're in South America, the government goes against you. They're asking you, who are you? I said, we are the Gaudiya Vaishnavas of Peru, for example. Then they ask, what do you mean Gaudiya Vaishnava? Who do you belong to? What is your connection to you? You mean you just made that up? You said, no, we belong to, then you say, what, you belong to Hinduism? Well, yeah, in a way we are also part of Hinduism, but what institution backs you up? If I say ISKCON, then they ask ISKCON, do they belong to you? They say, no, they don't belong to us. So you need a sense of authority, some rubber stamping, some certification that you actually belong to the parampara. That comes from Jiva Goswami. And if you one day have your own disciple, or like your Gurudev, he's just starting now, he's actually even in a fight with ISKCON because of some situation, they may say, oh, you're not a bona fide devotee. Of course, he took sannyas from a bona fide acharya. That's already enough for India. But outside of India, it's not enough. You have to have say, yeah, I belong to this organization. As a matter of fact, the World Vaishnava Association, Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha, has saved Prabhupada's movement in a few countries when we were under attack. That is just like in the story of the Pandavas and the Kauravas. The Pandavas, they were in exile, and the Kauravas wanted to agitate the Pandavas. So they made a festival, like a big Mahotsav, close to the place where the Pandavas were in the jungles. They wanted them to hear, oh, they can hear the music, but they cannot come because they're in exile. So then the Gandharvas came, and because all the Kauravas, they were in their feast, the Gandharvas came and they kidnapped, they put all the Kauravas prisoners. Did you hear that story? No? So then the message was brought to Yudhishthira. Your half-brothers, they're all arrested by the Gandharvas. Then Yudhishthira said, then we have to free them. Then Bhima said, are you crazy, Bhima? We're going to free the Kauravas. They are the ones who put us here into this forest, suffering in exile. You want to help them? And then Yudhishthira says, yes, because we may have fights with them, but when we are under attack from outside, we are still 105. That's a historical statement. So we Vaishnavas, we may have some disagreements with each other. We may even some court case. I mean, look, the Pandavas, Kauravas, they went to war. But when they're under attack from outside, we are still 105. So Vishwa Vaishnava Rajsabha stands for, we are still 105. For the sake of Prabhupada's movement. Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta, Prabhupada Jiva Goswami, Prabhupada Bhakti Vedanta. Prabhupada is a very empowered soul. And you know, I will ask you a question, because some of you have been with ISKCON. You know what means Shakti Avesha Avatar? What is the Shakti Avesha Avatar? Can you tell? What is the Shakti Avesha Avatar? You don't know? Come on. Shakti Avesha Avatar. Pritu Maharaj is Shakti Avesha avatar. There's so many Shakti Avesha avatars in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Like Krishna give
Shakti Avesha means special energy empowers a person. But avatar means it's Krishna. Special Krishna power comes in them. So, who called my Guru Deva a Shakti Avesha avatar? Who gave that name to him or that title to him? Do you know? Jananivas, you know who gave that title to him? His disciples? No. Disciples could never give such a title because then every disciple would give, oh, my Guru also Shakti Avesha avatar. Huh? Disciple cannot. So I'm asking, who gave the title Shakti Avesha avatar or the recognition to Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada?
and God brother.
His god brother, yes. And which one of his god brother? His name was Jajava Maharaj. Jajava Maharaj, he gave class in Krishna Balaram on Prabhupada's disappearance day. And he said, I cannot believe it what Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada did. It is too much. It is beyond imagination. No normal human being could do this. Therefore, I recognize my Guru Bhai to be a Shakti Avesha avatar, as a god brother. And then they presented that to Sri Ramaj, what he was thinking, and he said, I agree with him, with Jajava Maharaj. He was a Shakti Avesha avatar of Lord Nityananda's mercy. So that's why we can say it, otherwise we could not say this. So in this way, a great soul has come to this world to spread Sanatana Dharma, and we are very happy about that. But it was recognized by his own brothers. So we are very lucky. Because if Krishna sends a Shakti Avesha avatar, or if Krishna sends a ray of Vishnu, like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a ray of Vishnu, if Krishna comes as Lord Chaitanya into Imlitala, that means we have a very solid backing. We, you, all of us, we have a very solid backing from the divine. And therefore, what we're going to do here in Vrindavan, it's also going to make progress. A lot of progress. And what's happening in Vrindavan? That will expand into the entire world afterwards. So we have to work very serious in Vrindavan. There's a story, and with this story I will finish our class tonight. We are already in 1.5 hours. There's a story that Bhakti Devi, in Kali Yuga, Bhakti Devi, she appeared in South India, in the Sampradayas of South India called the teachers of Bhakti Devi. They were called the Alvars. Have you heard about the Alvars? So the Alvars, they were giving Bhakti Devi new life in the Kali Yuga. Because India had suffered, Buddhism was everywhere, then Sripada Shankaracharya, he kind of driven out the Buddhism. But then the Bhakti movement, Bhakti came back in the form of the Alvars. And there were a particular type of Brahmins. They were called the Saraswati Brahmins. They came from the Saraswati Valley of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, but many of them had moved to South India.
Multan.
I guess when the Saraswati river dried out or something, many of them moved. So many of those Saraswati Brahmanas, they moved from South India to Bengal. And then the Bhakti movement, Bhakti Devi, from South India moved to Bengal. and there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to Vrindavan, and he was part of the rediscovery of the original Vrindavan, which was almost lost, almost forgotten. Then Bhakti Devi started developing here in Vrindavan. All the kings of India started making palaces and temples here, and they were all fired up about Sanatana Dharma. Then the independence came, and the kings had no more power, so they abandoned their temples to a larger degree. They started falling apart. So then Bhaktivedanta Swami came, and he was in Vrindavan with Bhakti Devi in his heart. Then he went all around the world, and then he brought many of the world to Vrindavan for studying Bhakti Devi, because it's all about Bhakti Devi. Bhakti Devi is Radharani. So then he brought all of us, like ourselves, to study and to serve Bhakti Devi. Now what we are going to accomplish here, that will go around the world again. There will be a second wave. And that second wave will be very, very helpful for the world. Because the world is crazy. There's no bhakti, there's no Krishna consciousness. A very difficult time. Very difficult time.
But with all the difficulty we already have.
Huh?
But with all the difficulty we already have on the page.
Yes, we have so much difficulty. So this is the story of Bhakti Devi. Now you all be part of Bhakti Devi's movement in one way or another. Oh Krishna.
They're all sitting because of the sweets they're going to get.
Huh?
They're all sitting here because they're going to get it.
Any question? Anyway, our conversation goes on here every day. So come back and spread the message.
Is this good to go away from Guru for preaching?
Huh?
Is this good to go away from our spiritual master for preaching?
I can understand what you say.
Is it good to go away for preaching from the spiritual master?
If the Guru sends you somewhere, why not? Guru can send you anywhere.
And without his desire, without his instruction?
Without his desire, we
Never.
should not move.
You should exactly know what your Guru says, whoever your disciple, whoever your Shiksha Diksha Guru. You have to always listen to the Gurus and elders.
Can I keep there?
What? Put it there, put it there. Gajak.
Good one.
Gajak. I have to tell you a secret after.
About this.
After. It's terrible, no? Are they supposed to be so hard?
There's more jaggery to it.
Is that normal?
Too hard.
It's too hard,
If
no?
you, नहीं, अगर आप ताजा ताजा लेते हो, जिसको बनाया हुआ 1 महीना हो गया, you have to finish the gajak in time. If it goes beyond, then it becomes hard. This is like that. The fresh one is softer. It's almost a month.
Huh?
It's almost 1 month old. This is supposed to get finished on 14th of January. I ate it. When I took it, I ate it. It was not so hard. मैंने जब ताजा खरीदा तो इतना वो नहीं था, पर जैसे टाइम जाएगा.
That means we have to distribute it fast because it's going to be harder and harder.
This is the hardest, I think. It won't go beyond this point.
This is like bullets.
गजक का अपना एक टाइम होता है.
Need young teeth for that.
I am able to. It's a jaggery and till.
Yeah, it's anyway. Later.
My Guru Maharaj know I came here. Guru Maharaj know I came here.
Well, how you know? How he know?
Please you say to him.
I didn't tell him. You told me not to say.
I have to say.
I just told him, somebody told me about you.
But when you now told him that he should mention to Gurudeva, so he wants now to disclose that he has come here after listening to your discourse.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. And you will bring the gifts to him. You also the book which I gave you, which I lent to you. I lent you one book, Search for Purity.
Yeah.
You take it to him, it's my gift.
Both.
Yes.
You can say you are in Vrindavan and you are bringing gift for him over.
Any other question? You see, that was just the beginning, but this was already like a lot to digest. But what the WBA all can do, what the WBA all can do is a lot. It's a lot, it's very important. But it has not been received with enthusiasm by the big Vaishnava movements. The big Vaishnava movements, they don't say we are not part of it, because they cannot say it. Even like you go to, no, everybody in theory accepts it, but that they actually start being interested and like, for example, giving our magazines to their own members or something. There's a lot of sectarianism out there. Anyhow, here we are to serve the cause. No complaints. We don't want to complain about anybody. Yes. Yes.